Hello everybody, I'm Lispet and welcome to episode 50 of my Oxygen Not Included Let's Play series. Wow, 50 is a pretty big number. Okay, so, just a couple of things. I gotta pause it because I gotta keep an eye on this helium going through here. And that is the first thing. I'm pumping helium, and this is only going all the way up to be dumped into this room here. And it's going up the wrong pipe. I just need to snip that there. Actually, no, that's a really good actual. We can leave that for now, so I actually don't have to worry about that. I just wanted, like, the pipe length worth of helium, and that will actually work out perfectly because we'll go to the end of that gas bridge and stop there. There we go. Now, I've put my box around the bits and bobs here, and I'm gonna extend it, like just change this up a little bit. Do something like that. And these can start getting deconstructed. So what I ended up having to do here was put in an airlock and, oh gosh, it was a whole thing. Now, I also tried this out, and it works for one tile. The one you put above it, it doesn't work anymore. So that's unfortunate. I might just block that in and call it a day. And that'll get sealed up to there, so that can go. And that needs to be swept up, so we'll have to put some more ladders in right there. But yeah, that's sort of where we're at the moment. Now, I've done a few other things whilst you guys haven't been here. I've sorted out all the gas in here and here. This had a little bit of hydrogen in the top, and this had all that oxygen in there. So I just done some tidying. I've moved, we've put one bed down here and one over here, because as I said, we're going to change up our food storage today, and I need to move the dining room to do that. Well, I don't need to, but I want to. Because I want them to be able to access the food from the dining room. And I'll also want to put in a way to clean up. So in this case I'll use a sweepie as well. Speaking of sweepies, I need to put a second one possibly, or a third up here, because he's just not quite picking up this stuff fast enough. And I think that's it for now. Yeah, I reckon it might be. Now let's have a look how that helium's going. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's building up there. Okay. That is just what we wanted. So we can cut this down here now. One of you, and for some reason the comment's not showing up anymore. I got the email and everything for it, but anyway, the larger map zoom out mod, I had it downloaded and I uninstalled it and re-downloaded it after you mentioned it, and it still wasn't working, and then I went away and came back today and suddenly it was working, so go figure. But thank you very much, it is very, very helpful. Now, we want to do something like that. And that's going to fill this room up. So I'm not going to let them back through here again because I don't want to let this helium out. What I will do eventually is, if I need them to get up here, build them a little tunnel this way. Hold on a second. It looks like that is not... Ooh. Alright, let's stop right there. Just hold on a second. Those doors are not... Okay, so that means we need another door over here. Like that. And they'll have to come and do that very quickly. So I'll let a bit more helium into that pipe. Let's come down here. Here it is. Yeah, that can just go like that. Or not. There we go. So yes, we're all just about ready to start I'm just waiting for this all to be vacuumed out now, which will take a while, unfortunately. What I might have to do is put a few extra gas pumps down here. Now, let's start work over here. I dug out a bigger pit here because I felt like there might need to be a better area to keep the water. As for the automation, I'm not 100% sure what needs to go where, but I'm determined to figure it out myself. There are... Actually, before I get to that, I calculated the water requirements, and if we need... And I have calculated for what I want to end up with, so I'll need extra water for... there's one more oil well right here somewhere, right there. That needs an extra kilogram of water. And I need... an extra couple of kilograms for the electrolyzers, because I want a few extra duplicants. Now I do wonder what temperature... 337. Okay, it's not quite that hot down there. Oh well, I'll deal with it later. Yeah, so water-wise, strictly speaking, we don't have enough water, I believe. We've got, coming from the steam vents, this one supplies 914 kilograms per day, per individual cycle. And the one up here provides 1,013 kilograms per day. So all up, that's just under 2 ton of water. And if I run the oil wells and the electrolyzers all the time, which is not the case, they're not always running, and the oil wells will be running a lot less once this gets running, because the petroleum will be the secondary power source as opposed to the primary as it is at the moment, because we'll be able to switch over to natural gas here. And obviously the electrolyzers aren't running all the time. They, you know, max out on pressure and all that sort of stuff. But we need 7,200 kilograms of water a cycle. Now we're good on polluted water. So the arbitraries and the pincher pepper nuts up here, we're only running 6 arbitraries because we have so much wood at the moment. Like we have, where are we? Arbitraries. No, it's lumber, isn't it? Whoops. Lumber. Oh my goodness. Come on. Lumber. There we go. We have like a million pieces of lumber. So I think we're good on that. So I've slowed it down, and I mentioned that a little while ago. But we're good on water because we need 770 kilograms, and I've added an extra pepper nut here because we were just sort of a little bit sometimes low on it, and it doesn't particularly matter if it rots. That just goes back into compost. So we've got enough polluted water. Now combining on top of the water geysers, we've got the 2 saltwater ones. Between this one and the one over here, we have enough. So we are definitely, for suresies, good on water. Alright. Let's clean those up. Now, automation for this. So I'm fairly certain that this thermosensor controls this one here. Now these 2, on the other hand, I think there was the hydro sensor that was in here definitely controls the liquid pump. As for these 2, I think they control the door that's here, because water builds up along this level. And what we will do is we'll make a little lip here, so water builds up here, and then the oil can be on this side, and steam can float in over the top. We'll also have to build a little chimney somewhere, or a couple of little chimneys, What I might do is run like this up like this, whoops, and then run a lid over it this way and make a little tunnel through there, and that'll be for the natural gas to seep up so we can pump it out without having to worry about a filter over here. And then we can have obviously a little chimney entrance up here, so then I'll have a little hollow, and that's where the gas pumps go. Now none of that will get built, so I can leave that there for reference. Very good. So I think that's what these two control, is this door. Now I might actually have a look at that YouTube video at this point and see if I'm correct. And I do have to vacuum this out, which is okay, we can do that. How long till this is dormant? 30 cycles. Yeah, so we might be ready to get it going by then. Is that the... I did make the right call by putting the steam turbine on this side of the geyser. I might actually have to deconstruct this and remake it out of steel as well. I mean, I've got the materials for it, so why not? Except no, I don't. Let's quickly make a bit more.
Blueprints are linked.
Alright, so we'll be able to put the door in here. I'm just moving all of this oil across. And what we'll have to do, and that's what's going on right here, sorry about that, is I'm putting space for a... Uh-oh, it'll have to be one wider here. For a transformer, a large power transformer, so we'll have this on its own power line. So what we'll have to do... no, actually, we can just run the heavy power cable along here. That'll work out just fine. That one needs to be deconstructed. So yeah, we're just sliding things across here. And that can go like that. Now this needs a lot of steam in here. According to this, it is 900 kilograms of steam a tile, and it needs more crude oil than this. So we'll have to deconstruct this again, and deconstruct that, and we'll have to put a bottle emptier here. Plumbing, bottle emptier. And we're going to need ladders to squeeze this up this way. Uh-oh. Deconstruct that for now, because we don't need it yet. And that's going fine. Alright, now, this up here is now full of helium. About 4 kilogram a tile. There is some little bits of hydrogen and polluted oxygen and whatnot, but there are worse things. And the only thing I could do about... I could get rid of the polluted oxygen. I just need a little pit somewhere. I could deconstruct that tile. But I don't want to break this nice looking floor. And it's fine, we won't be looking up here very much at all. So let's quickly fix up these pipes so that they're operational. And then we're gonna snip up here. Like that. And this can lock everyone out as well. And that's all running around nicely, yes. And it's gotten cold again up here, very good. Because remember, the hydrogen coming up there was pretty toasty. Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Don't know what you're worried about. I will have to vacuum out this sour gas. Where did that all... Uh-oh. Oh, that's very not good. Oh no, that all melted. Oh man. That's terrible. That's actually, like, really terrible. That's put our gold volcano out of action. Dang. Well, one moment. I need to have a think about that. Alright, so I just walled this off. I have replaced this tile, but, jeez. Ah, man, that's a yikes. So we've got to forfeit the gold volcano for a little while, I think. We'll sort this out after we've gone to space, so we've got a bit of vacuuming out to do here. Yeah, that was a whole thing, wasn't it? Oh boy. So let's just get this done, and we'll worry about that later on. So we're gonna get, yes, that can be deconstructed now, which means we will need another ladder there, and that one can go. There we go, and we'll just squeeze these up here. Now this will probably end up with a little ceiling here, which means these blocks here can go. So here's what I'm thinking. This won't be enough to handle, in my suspicions, both the cool steam vent and all of the oil, all the steam from the oil wells. But I reckon I can isolate it and have another door set up with a door compressor and run it on a, like, I'll be able to see how much it can handle. And then just run the doors on a door compressor cycle to press more steam in there as it, you know, at the rate it can handle. Or just have a single door on a timer, because it won't even need to be like a compressor. Let's up the priority on them. And we're dumping a bit more crude oil in here. I mopped up a bunch over here. Do I have another... That's all naphtha down there. So I suppose I can just have them mop a bunch up here. These are useless now, which is perfectly fine. Is there another... What's that taking? Polluted water? Is there another one that's taking crude oil at the moment? Because I don't want there to be. Oh man, I have too many bottle emptiers. This is off. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Now these I will probably have to replace with, yikes. Sedimentary rock, we don't have much. Let's make it out of igneous. Just to there. Yeah, that's all a bit of a, whew boy. Alright, here's Meep, coming to do some repairing, that's good. Now this is working quite well. It pauses the game when I run out of petrol. So I get to keep an eye on it safely. There we go. Right, that can be deconstructed, because we're going to have this floor come across here again. And these can be rebuilt to there. Yeah, that's going to go, and then we're going to need those across there, so we'll pick that up and deconstruct them. Alright. Good going, Stinky. And that is sleeping up. Oh boy, yes, does that. There's just so much stuff going on. Okay, right, now. Because we're gonna have one of these in here, we need to be able to get a, you know, power one of these in here. Could this be cooled down by the thermo aqua tuner? That's an interesting question. I think it'll be okay, especially if I make it out of steel. Let's cancel one of them. So that means we'll need heavy watt conductive wire to there. And coming out here. And a large power transformer right there. And we will have to dump some, although if it's made of steel, what temperature can it go up to? 75, 275? Yeah, that should be fine. That's a lot of steam in there, that'll manage it just fine. Can you reach everything in there? No. Let's deconstruct that one. Now, someone is mopping, that's good. Now the reason these aren't operating is because we are out of water. So, I will need to put a new desalinator in at some point shortly. Which is just a little bit of a yikes, but let's not think about it too much right now. Let's just get this all done so we actually finish something for once in a while. Now, I might just, once this is sealed up, vacuum out all of this steam and plonk it into here. That might be the best way to go about it. Gosh, that's a real shame. I should have been keeping an eye on it, but I was like, oh, it won't be that bad. And now we're going to have aluminium everywhere, so that's going to be a pain to deal with. I was going to deal with that, like, quietly and get it done with. But, nope, now we've got to make a whole thing of it. I suppose we can squash this all down flat here and put some steam turbines on the top. But then how do we cool all this around here? Yeah, we're going to have a good time dealing with this. There's going to be a lot of heat coming through here too. Yeah, look at that. Do I then sneak in here and just do a quick little something like that? Might have to. Well, I'll leave it there to think about. This is all getting quite hot up here, isn't it? How frustrating. Well, what can you do? Alright, we can cancel this to be sure. Because we need more sour gas in here. Now, how much? Let me just go and find this. 900 kilograms per tile. Yeah, that's a bit much. These are the more important stuff. Please come and do this, everyone. Because I need to seal this off so I can dig this up. Now. We're just about out of helium in here, which is good. Might just cut that for now, because it's hardly worth collecting at this point. There's still loads up here. That does mean that we'll have to take our... Maybe not. I could use this stuff here. Yeah, that's what I might do. I'll just have to put a... I'll use this helium to fill the loop up. Hopefully that's enough. I can dig around here to get some more up here. And there's all this in here, of course. I'll just have to filter out the hydrogen, although if I dig my way up here first, the hydrogen will pool up here and force the helium down, which I think will work out just fine. Here we are. How much do we have in here? 191. So we should be nearly there. I'm just waiting for this to... Maybe I can just... Let's just use regular tiles. Seal the sour gas in there and then build over it, and that'll get rid of it. So it's 52 grams. That's all cleared out, so we can now build this up. And someone... Oh no, they can't get in there. Deconstruct that one. Yes, that does keep the sour gas in there. Ooh, how will we get down here? I suppose I better deconstruct this one as well. Well, this is fun. Alright, those are the most important ones. That's 202, so we're still a little bit off. This is overpressurized, of course. So we should be just about there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, guys. Someone's got to be coming to do this. Can they reach that tile from here? I don't know. And we can use sedimentary rock because that there's... Oh, come on. They'll get stuff done soon, eventually. Things will happen. Yes? Yeah? Come on. Oh, you don't even need to do that. Come on. Come on, Harold. Harold, please. Here you are. Ah, thank goodness. Alright, that's that sorted out. Those can be deconstructed. Alright. Will that be enough? 354. That's an extra 100 and... Yeah, so this can be deconstructed. And this one can be built. Now we can pump water straight in there, so that's not a big deal. Hopefully they will pick up some of the sedimentary rock for these tiles. Can that be reached? Yes. Oh yeah. Alright. That's that. And we can seal it up now. And put the... steam turbine on top. Nice. And it can be made of whatever, really. Gold? I can't reach the gold! How rude. As I did say, we are cut off from our gold. Conveyor. To here, and a receptacle. That'll at least get us some gold. Power. That being said, I could make it out of... yeah, just copper. It doesn't particularly matter. Alright, that'll work. We can dig that up. We can dig that up. And this can come across here. It also means I can deconstruct these. Now we can put as well a door in, I think. And we can deconstruct that conductive wire. Actually, cancel that for now. I don't want this ending up down here. No liquid output, that's fine. That's more than fine. Oh, and a printable. Alright. Let's see what we've got. More gold amalgam's fine. Let's come back down here. There we go. Very good. Alright, send green signal if above 100 kilos. That'll do for now. We will have to vacuum this out, of course. That being said, over time, yeah, I knew that was too hot, that's fine. We do need to pump water in, as I said. So we can run that across there. You need power. And you also need crude oil. Which can use this pipe here. Let's bump the priority on that up. And then we can start cleaning this up adequately, and we need to provide better power. And copper's fine for this, it's sort of our only option at this point. We can deconstruct that power wire. And this one, actually no, stop. As for this power wire, I'm gonna put it up over the top here. Because I want it to be hidden from the duplicants. Let's at least get the crude oil in here. This will have to be vented out. That can be deconstructed now. Oh man. This is just a nightmare zone. But we will deal with it. It'll take a while, but we'll deal with it. Especially because it's sort of our best source for straight up clean sour gas. That's a lot in there. I will of course have to put a gas pipe through this vent, yeah. Clean all of this up. And that can be swept up. Okay. And I do need to start digging this tunnel here. How do I want that to look for aesthetic sakes? Do I take it all the way up to the top here? Let me have a think about that. Just a moment. Righto. So we are just about there. I'm running the heavy wire over the top now. All of our natural gas has not magically vanished. It is compressed into several teeny tiny little packets because we now have an awful lot of steam. There was a packet here that had like several thousand kilograms per tiles, so we'll get there. But yeah, I'm just digging my way across so I can drop this mercury down here, and then we will just about be good to go. Now, I've got this door here, so what we'll do is we will open this door when there is, you know, like, less than... So we'll say it's green if it's below... Oh no, it's 100. Okay, I was about to say that's a lot. If it's below, like, yeah, a kilogram. So that'll happen eventually, but we've got to get this power wire in over the top. Now... Down in there, actually, we're going to dig that out as well, Harold. That'll make it quicker and easier to clean this up. Yeah, very good. That'll make it much quicker to clean up that naphtha. Harold, don't get yourself stuck down there. We're going to do these first. Alright. Nice, nice. Hopefully this won't split. It shouldn't. It's got all... nope, that's going fine. It does have a few false calls, that thing. I should have set up a buffer gate with it, but it's alright by me. It's... Better to be safe than sorry, I think. What is that game? Sorry. Oh, no, Harold, don't get yourself stuck in there. No, Harold. Thank you. There we go. Probably need another ladder up there. All these ladders are going to have to go, of course. And that sour gas will probably end up down here at some point, but that's alright. We can also get rid of that one to make it a bit of a smoother journey. In fact, let's replace this with a airflow tile. And that'll keep the oil out of there. Although having this little gap here ought to help out too. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to happen with the mercury there. That's much better. A much easier... Yep, that's fine. Just... that's all good. Alright. Now we can, bump up the priority of all of this. And that's all copper? Yeah, it is. Okay. And we'll also have to start sweeping at some point. So, yeah, all of this natural gas is squashed up into a handful of little tiles up here. So we just kind of have to deal with it. But that'll be fine. Now, the sour gas I can easily pump out of here. Let's just see what printables we've got real quick. That's fine. And more mopping. And none of it got down here, which is very good to see. Now, are they not going to build that? Let's set it open for now. I might have to even destroy it if it comes to that. But that's alright. Alright, just a little bit of sweeping and all of these to go in. And of course our last oil well, but I do need these to be gone first. Now, power-wise, we can deconstruct that. These will have to be on the heavy watt. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll have to be on the heavy watt wire. So we need to put a little channel in here. I suppose we can do something like that. And it can just run straight through there, so we can deconstruct that one. Actually, all of these. And we'll start digging our way down. These also need to go. And just a big sweep now, which is very good. It's the very last thing we need to do, so... and then we should be just about ready to see if this thing works. And once we've gotten all this up and running and cleaned up, then we can... we don't have anywhere to put the naphtha. That is a little bit unfortunate. But there's not much we can do about that. I might even just, for now... naphtha can go there. As can phosphorus. That ought to solve it. Because I was dumping like all of my spare liquids in here. Which was probably a bad idea. Up here would have been a better place from the get-go, actually. But, oh well. Just go construction. That is the most important bit. And of course ladders will have to come through here. That's so they can run across the top there, not that they'll need it very often. And they can reach the whole side of that there. We can do all of this side because that's a vacuum, that's fine. Alright, we can do that. But unfortunately Bubbles and Turner have to be the ones to do these. Do I not have copper? That's okay. And we've got to sweep up down here. Alright, I'm gonna let them finish all this up. Alright, Bubbles is coming along here to empty out this. There we go, plumbing now. That's still not... Bubbles can come to here, so she can hopefully empty this. Yes. One moment, let's hop into this view so I can see when it starts working. Now that should be operational? Ah. Send green signal. Ah, automation. One moment. Okay. This here. Below 150 in here. Yep. And if this up here is above 90. Makes sense. Here it goes. Now. This needs extending, this wire. How am I gonna get it through here? I could put... What is my dad doing? It smells like... hot rubber, which means my dad is up to something. Who knows? Let's get that one done. I've moved the desalinator down here, by the way, to keep water going to these. And we should snip that cable there and there, I think. Wrong one. So how much is going through this? 2 kilowatts exactly. So it's borderline on this circuit here. This doesn't actually need power, so that'll fix that up. Neither do these, really. But what can you do? Ah, yikes. That was what I was worried about. Now, what if I do something along the lines of, say... What about right there and there? That ought to help out. Now, should I delete some of the steam? That might be a good idea. Just because there's so much of it, and that... This is gonna perpetually produce steam. It might be a good idea just to delete some of it. Yeah, I reckon I'll do that. So I'll set up some doors right here. Alright, that'll get that built nice and quick. We want to start sweeping all this as well. Should build the doors last. Let's go for that option. Alright, so it'll go outside to in, right? One moment. Automation, okay. So 1, this will be bit 2, this will be bit 3, which is a central bit. So bit 1 can be on a 2 second. This is on a 4. And this is on a 6. And then we have this on, what, 30 and 8. And then we want doors. Whoop, here we go. Nice. So that's bit 1. This one here will be bit 2. And this one in the middle will be bit 3. Alright, that's 1. Alright, that's bit 2. That one's bit 2 as well once it's loaded. Yep, here we go. Bit 2, and this one will be bit 3. Now we want the doors. High priority on them, and for just a second we're going to put that on 0. Just so that they're all open and they can pass by easily. Super! Alright, well hopefully this will work. Once we're down in pressure on steam a little bit, I think it will help out an awful lot. Oh, it really smells like hot rubber. I never know. Weird things happen all the time. I can't explain it. And we'll just have to wait a while to let them through. But I'm going to leave that run for a little bit. So I'm glad that's done. Now, I did promise we'd get our food done this episode, but I think that will not happen. That can be another problem for me to solve off screen, I think. Because I've got a bit of waiting around to do whilst this is all running. But that will allow our natural gas to spread out a bit more this way. Is there anything else to do down here whilst I'm thinking of it? These will be built eventually, once this is all lower in steam, I think. Ah well, look, they'll be sweeping this up for a little while now, and I'll sort out a little bit of this sour gas here. This sour gas I won't worry about, I'll just let the doors destroy, because I'm not too fussed over it. But this stuff can certainly get cleaned up, and I'll be able to pump the steam into here, out of this bit, which ought to help out. That's all I've got time for today, for sure. I've been working on this all day. So I will leave a link to the world download, because it's episode 50. So you guys will be able to have a poke around and see what I've done. Hopefully we'll be able to get this all vacuumed out in time. Look, we're down to 4 kilos down this end. So it's slowly happening. There's still, you know, 5, 6, 7 kilos up here. How are we doing up here? 7 kilos, 7... But there's like only a few hundred grams of polluted oxygen and whatnot, so the steam's the biggest issue in here. And I just heard a printable. Nothing there I really want? No. Very good. So yeah, that will probably just about do it for today. Yeah, world download in the description. Also a link to this contraption. It's a pretty nifty contraption. Thank you very much for creating it. Hopefully it will work wonders, but I do think that the large concentration of steam here will, yeah, make it a little bit difficult to get running. But once that's all cleared out, I think it'll go a bit better. I will also have to put some more cold water in here. Actually, I can do that right now. Let's do that now. Because that'll help cool down in here. And we can just keep an eye on it. I wonder if that is overpressurized or if that will still work. No, it works. As for the steam down here, not 100% sure. I'm hoping that when this starts solidifying this water and it's dripping down here, it'll help out a bit. But we'll just see how that goes. This is now working again. Alright, very good. Let's go back to this. So we just have to hope that this starts operating soonish. 28, 117. Alright, so that's definitely working. As soon as this actually kicks off and starts operating properly, I reckon it'll work just fine. Yes, I'm going to clean up a bit so that the world download's at least a little bit tidy. I don't know about all this steam here. All this bottom half of the map's just a big ol' yikes from me. Next episode, hopefully, we will get this running eventually. There's just a lot to be done before that can happen, one of which is vacuuming out this. Next episode, what are we going to do? Well, as soon as this gets running, we will have enough petroleum left over to run plastic production, which means transit tubes, and to use for the rockets. So let's actually deconstruct this rocket entirely, and we'll be able to see how much petrol it takes. New rocket. Space above rocket blocked. So I need to lift these up or lower this down. I think lowering this platform would be the better of the two options, so I can leave this exactly as it is. Now the question is, how much room does it need? 35. Oh, yikes. Oh man, that's like down to here. Oof. Alright, well, I'm gonna start working on that as well. Where was it? 35. And that will actually allow us to start researching for the rockets. Let's only make it this rocket. Yes, and in the description is the link to this machine here, which I'm sure works very nicely, but I'm putting it under a lot of stress right now. So we'll just have to see how things go. Now let us really quickly cut the water coming in to see how much this equalizes at. Still only 500 odd kilos. And mostly we're out of power. But this is now down at 127 degrees, so that's really good. And the water coming through is at 110. So this is actually starting to lower the temperature in here. So once this catches, it'll run very, very well. And I'll be able to gauge how well this is all going based on how much room the natural gas takes up. Yes, so I'm going to clean up for you guys and then get this all ready. So thank you everyone for being here. Sorry to take so long leaving. I'm very bad at finishing episodes. But yeah, until the next one, take care. Bye!